guys, this is Courtney. Welcome back to my channel. We are going to do another plan with me in my Recollections hourly planner. This was last week using this really pretty kit from Shop Jessica Hearts. It's called Palm Desert, and I believe it's still available in her shop if you wanted to get it. So moving on, we are planning for the week of July 17th through the 23rd, which is kind of crazy. In my hourly planner, which I really have been loving, I'm using another printable kit this week. It is from BeaYoutiful Prints. I'm not sure if it's BeaYoutiful Prints or BeaYoutiful Planning, but whatever it is, I will leave it linked below. Her kits are really pretty. She uses a lot of the newer clip art, and you get a crap ton of stuff to work with. So she gives you lots of half boxes and labels, which I think works really well in the hourly. So I'm having some kind of issue with my cover popping up. At this point, I am speeding up the video. I had planned on doing a talk through. My son was not being super cooperative that day, and when I went to edit this video, there was lots of him beating on, I don't know, like my husband bought him a t-ball set and he found the bat, so I think he was beating like on a chair, and you can hear it, and he was yelling at me to get him more milk, which is charming, as you can imagine. So anyway, that did not work out. I went ahead and put the date covers down along with, I cut down some washi and put it down the side just because there's a little bit of a gap and you can see that purple color. Sometimes it bothers me, like this week, because the colors in the kit were very like aquas and blues and pinks and peachy, and just the purple worked against that, so I wanted to cover that up. The other thing that I really love about her kits is that she gives you two different sizes of bottom washi, so you don't have to cut it. So those little strips were in fact included in the kit. And then I am putting down these quarter boxes and fiddling with my cover, but these quarter boxes are acting as like a division in my day. So I think I mentioned in another video that sometime between 2 and 2:30 I like to have quiet time to encourage my son to take a nap. So I just put those quarter boxes down like at the 2:30 slot to kind of visually signal to myself that that's when that needs to happen. So I'm working on my sidebar. I don't think that I got it down very straight, but it's not terribly crooked either, so I'm counting that as a win. And I'm just going to put down the weekly box to track dinners, and then she actually has, I guess it's like a quarter box size, but it says this week, and oh, you can see that's really crooked right there. I'm using two different 3-heart checklists to just mark down. One is for blog posts and one is for videos that I want to upload, and then I'm just putting a piece of washi underneath. So anyway, that's bugging me looking back at it, but I'm starting with Monday. And I think 2 weeks ago I did a spread with a Wild Summer Designs mini kit where I did all of the full boxes along the bottom and then did checklists above that. And flipping back through my planner, I just really liked how that looked. So I'm doing that again this week. And I really enjoy that she has these headers in her kits that say top 3. Because usually I only put a few things down on my to-do list. It just, I get overwhelmed and I want to make sure that I'm getting everything done when I need to. So, you know, if I have a 6 or 7 point checklist and I only manage to do 2 of those things, instead of being proud of myself for doing those 2 things, I feel discouraged and overwhelmed. So whatever. And I also cut I think her check flags have 7 hearts on them, so I cut them down to 3 just so that I would have a little bit more white space in the spread. And then this week I used some of like those fancy looking labels, which they're not really, but it was a free printable, and I really like that it adds a little bit more personality to the spread. And then of course my laundry girl sticker from Fox and Pip. Monday is the day I usually do my son's laundry, and I try to do a load of my own. And yeah, my husband does his own laundry typically, so I don't have to worry about him. And then I have 2 shows on. Actually, I have 3. I didn't remember that part 2 of the Southern Charm reunion comes on Monday, and that show is like a train wreck of Southern hot mess, and I'm kind of obsessed with it. But anyway. I'm sorry this is out of frame. Like, I had to crop it a little bit because of the way. I'm sorry, I'm recording this voiceover at 12:45 at night, and I guess I'm more tired than I thought I was. But anyway, the way that I was, like, I had the camera set at some weird angle apparently, and when I was watching the footage back, you could see me kind of standing over the filming area, which was a tiny bit problematic because I wasn't wearing any pants. But I mean, the shirt that I had on, because I was filming this in the morning, so like the shirt that I sleep in is one of my husband's shirts, and he's a foot taller than me, so I mean, it was pretty, I mean, it's fairly long on me obviously, and you couldn't really see anything, but I just thought it looked strange. So anyway, that's why it's kind of cropped weird, because I had to crop my legs out of it. So yeah, I think I end up pulling that up because I didn't like the way that I wrote it. And I was able to like put the glitter headers down and do a little bit of color blocking, which is not something that I usually do. But there was enough stuff in this kit to do it, and I loved all of the colors. Sometimes there's like one color in a kit that is an accent color that I'm not super fond of, but this week I loved them all. And then Thursday morning I'm taking my son to a local park and splash pad, and I will stop and get a giant coffee because he loves the water, so getting him to leave can be a bit of a struggle. And I knew that like I wanted to layer that really adorable weekend banner over something. Originally I was going to try to use washi, and I didn't really like the way that that looked, so I settled on 2 of the aqua glitter headers. But it's a really pretty delicate font, and it just says, I love the weekend. And I'm just making a note, on Saturday I have an appointment with a couple to do flowers for their wedding next year, and I am using one of my Fox and Pip little flower crown girls. And then there's also a planner meetup on Saturday afternoon that I'm going to try to go to. I was trying to work that laptop in, but it was kind of big and it looked weird, so I didn't. And I put down a little planner on the meetup label that was also from Fox and Pip, and she has these really cute and sweet bow dividers. I'm obsessed with them, like obsessed. She has them in full sheets in different colors, and I need them all. And this is the final spread. I really, really love how this turned out this week. I love that she has these top 3 headers in her kit. They're like super functional for me, and sometimes I feel like a long to-do list works against me, because it's like, oh, I don't get that many things checked off of the list, and then I feel discouraged for whatever reason. I'm sure that's just like my own weirdness, but anyway, love how this turned out. Love the colors. I'm like in love with these little bow dividers. Like seriously, look at how cute those are. So these kits come with so much. Like I have a ton of stuff left. The only thing that I don't have left are full boxes, because I use them all, but actually I may have 1 full box left, because I think she gives you like 2 extra ones. So I have 1 full box left, but I have a ton of other stuff left. Still lots of room to fill out what I need for next week. I haven't done like meal planning or any of that stuff left. So everything is pretty much from the kit. These little girls are from Fox and Pip. This I printed myself. I bought just the clip art and made it myself on my silhouette, as well as these labels. They were free printable, and I really like that it gives it like a little bit of a different look. But yeah, so this is next week. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.